Hello and welcome back. Hope you are good, doing well, and enjoying your weekend, and obviously getting ready for next week. So we are having some, news even next week. So first of all, if anyone want to join us for training is going to start from 20 December. All right. If you are looking to join us, looking to get understanding for wave trading, all right, then simply go to the description of this weekly analysis. There are links. You can get information from those links. All right, you can even send me text for further information. All right, and the second thing is that this is going to be the weekly market analysis for forex only, okay, and crypto, commodities, and stock gonna be follow on later on. All right, so I will update about that. Okay, so this is just going to be the weekly market outlook for currencies only. All right, because if I'm gonna cover all these things within one go, then you guys know that it's going to take a lot of time. All right, so almost 2 to 3 hours, so it's a long time, session. So let's just break down them in 2 or 3 parts. Then that's going to be easy for you to grab and understand the market as well. All right, so hope you got that. Now let's move on to the analysis for the next week. Okay, so we are having, couple of news, even we can say that three major banks are going to have three major banks are going to have rate the CN. Okay, so Fed is going to have a rate the CN next week, ECB is going to have a rate the CN next week, and the third one is the Bank of England. All right, and yeah, we may see some movement, aggressive movement as well. All right, and as you guys know that after 20 December, market gonna slow down. All right, we're not gonna have aggressive movement. So this is the last week, we can say that, of 2021. All right, and hope it is going to be a good week for you as well. Okay, so as I said, guys, there gonna be another video later on for that. Okay, so let me talk about that. So I do have posted crypto weekly outlook for cryptocurrencies. Okay, so there gonna be another one later on, all right, during the week, and they're gonna be for the indices and stock as well, individual stocks and indices as well. Okay, so today we're gonna talk about the currencies only. All right, so if you have traded on these setup I have posted over there, from pound yen to pound yen. All right, these setups, if you have traded on them, yeah, so some of them are already information. Okay, so let's look at talk about them one by one. So pound yen, there was a short-term opportunity, all right, on lower time frame. That's almost completed. All right, and the daily wave or the weekly wave which we were having on the pound yen from the top is over. You shouldn't be looking any more sells on the pound yen for more downside. Okay, it's setting up for a buy opportunity. We're going to talk about that. The short-term opportunity which was there, I think. All right, so that short-term opportunity, that's almost completed. All right, and CAD yen, we were looking for breakout opportunity. Okay, last week in the weekly market outlook, I was talking about the corrections. All right, so we had correction and some pairs have completely reversed. Okay, so we are having longer term reversal, not so much longer term. All right, I mean, not for, we can say that 3 or 4 months. All right, so we can say that we are having a bigger daily correction, or yeah, daily correction. Okay, which can last over there for 1 or 2 months. All right, can last up to February, we can say that. Okay, we're going to talk about that. So a breakout is there on the CAD yen. Last week we were looking for a complete bearish leg on the CAD yen. All right, so we are not looking that anymore. Okay, so we are looking short-term opportunity, which is almost about to hit the target on the CAD yen. All right, so if you are selling the CAD yen, then you should be careful for more downside. We're going to talk about that. So almost reached. Okay, so we were expecting dollar yen to drop, it is playing still under the 4-hour moving averages. We are not having another leg lower. Okay, so we're going to talk about that too. CAD yen, very much same, that's all. Sell the breakout, I think, completed. All right, so the next one which I posted was there. All right, I think, yeah, that's yeah, we were expecting breakout during the Bank of Canada rate decision. So we got a breakout, but we are not having, complete bearish leg to the downside on the CAD yen. All right, so almost you are having, a daily correction or reversal for another leg higher on the yen pairs. Okay, so same goes with the Aussie yen. Okay, there is no sell opportunity anymore right now. It is reversing from the bottom. The bigger weekly or daily wave is completed. Same goes with the Kiwi yen. All right, so same goes with the NOK, SEK, and pound yen short-term setup was completed. And all these opportunities, as you guys know, that we were looking for a big drop on all yen pairs. That big drop is over, we can say that. All right, so we are not having any more opportunity to buy the yen right now. We are heading for a daily correction. Okay, so Australian dollar is also setting up for a reversal. All right, pound yen has completed. Now let's talk about them. So if you are already in on within these trades, the trades which I have spoken about right now. All right, so all these trades are for short term only now. All right, not for a big weekly drop or 4-hour drop. All right, so you are looking for a 1-hour time frame. Let me draw. Okay, so that was the trend on all these pairs. Okay, we had that correction. All right, now that correction is breaking and retraced 50% off this previous move. Okay, so on some pairs your target is reached. All right, so we are not looking right now for this to continue all the way back to this previous low. All right, so we are looking this to extend for another leg higher. Okay, so our simple ABC move for the next week. Okay, so this pattern is going to play out for next week across the market. All right, so if you are already short for this next a continuation with this previous trend, so this short-term target is almost about to reach 50% of this previous move. Okay, that's the pattern which is gonna play out. All right, this pattern for next week. All right, this ABC move across the market. All right, ABC move. So now let's go down, because we are having reversal. We were selling them all the way from 20 October to till last week, almost 2 months. Okay, so dollar index. Okay, so dollar index, nothing has changed. Okay, but there is a bigger correction is due. Yeah, so the longer term analysis is not going to change on the dollar index. Okay, we're still looking for this to continue to go and hit that previous pre-pandemic top. Okay, but we are within that correction, so that correction still can get bigger. Okay, if we are within that 4-hour time frame correction already, and that can extend up to that trend. All right, so if I'm gonna remove that arrow and gonna pull out some moving averages. Okay, so right now price is trying to hold those 4-hour moving averages. All right, so if you remember last week I was talking about to you that keep close eyes within these moving averages for the next leg. So price is still holding those moving averages and trying to break it for more upside. All right, so right now for the next week we are having rate decision on Fed is going to announce it's what they're going to do with the higher inflation. All right, and if I'm going to look at that calendar, yeah, so we are going to have FOMC rate decision on 15th of December. Very important. Okay, last week inflation figures broke out. Inflation is 6.80 right now, and obviously Fed is going to talk about tightening their policy, and maybe they can say that they are going to wind up their QE program quicker than previously planned, and that's going to be a hawkish sign for the market. All right, so So we may see volatility, all right? I'm not anticipating a big movement in the market, big sideways movement, all right? I'm expecting trending move, all right? So trending move. And yes, we're going to talk about that. Okay, so we may see a bigger correction, okay? Bigger correction if I'm going to talk about that like this way, all right? So the drop can come all the way up to this previous trend line. All right, so this drop can come all the way back to this previous trend line before we're gonna start to see continuation for more upside. Okay, so like that drop can happen. So we are having rate decision on both. All right, both we are having on the euro and we are having on the DXY as well. Okay, so on Thursday we're gonna have a rate decision on euro, ECB. Yeah, so big news. Yeah, even we are having Swiss National Bank is also going to. Yeah, so we are having ECB rate decision, we are having, you know, Bank of England rate decision, then we are having, you know, Swiss National Bank rate decision, okay, and some CPI, some you know, manufacturing PMI and services PMI in the Europe. Okay, so a volatile week, we can say that. All right, and FOMC. So this is what you are looking simply. Okay, so longer term is not going to change this longer term direction. All right, so when Fed is going to wind up their QE program, this is not a bearish dollar forecast. All right, so I mean, you shouldn't be selling the dollar for longer term. All right, so you can sell that, you can sell the dollar for short term, it's all right. And once price going to complete that bigger correction, it's going to be a longer term buy opportunity. Okay, so that's what you are looking. All right, if we are going to see a strong aggressive breakout of this previous top, all right, and price is going to continue to rise aggressively, okay, this is going to be a buy opportunity. I'm not anticipating that. Okay, I'm not anticipating aggressive run up for the upside on the DXY. I'm just anticipating, you know, this to get a bigger correction. Okay, just, you know, removing that arrow too. All right, so I'm anticipating this to get a bigger, okay, dip back to the daily trend line, all right, or daily moving averages, and then find its top bottom over there. And this is going to be the target for you guys. Okay, so next week dollar may drop. All right, dollar may, it is not making sense right now to look for dollar to drop, because Fed is going to come, and everyone is expecting that Fed is going to wind up QE program. All right, so dollar is already priced in for that, so we may see drop after the facts. Okay, and dollar can give you a bigger correction before going to continue. Okay, so breakout can happen, not looking for that. All right, just drop this correction to drop, extend the leg, ABC move. Okay, and once price going to complete that, another leg back to that top. All right, so if you're not gonna get this bullish leg, then get a bigger. All right, this to get a bigger. Okay, another leg lower, bigger flag, daily flag, and then continue for more upside. All right, so like this. Okay, then go down. Okay, and then continue to keep rising or upside for longer term. All right, that's what we may see a bigger daily correction over there. Hope that makes sense now. Okay, so that's the dollar index, and euro dollar going to be the opposite. Okay, so bigger weekly waves still happening. All right, and last week, if you guys remember that, we were expecting it to stay below the 4-hour simple analysis. Okay, so stay below the 4-hour moving averages for continuation to the downside. All right, so price remained below the 4-hour moving averages. Yeah, did not hit the exact previous low. All right, so in the previous weekly market outlook, we were expecting it to tag for short term back to this low. All right, and we can say that, you know, almost you know, not, let me look at that. All right, so almost 50% drop has happened over there. Okay, from this previous top to, you know, more than 50%. All right, of this previous move, more than 50% drop has happened over there. All right, so same analysis. All right, so if I'm gonna invert that chart, the daily correction is underway like the DXY. So the longer term, trend is bearish on the euro dollar. All right, go down. And on lower time frame, we are in a daily correction or more downside, far upside on the euro dollar. Okay, this daily correction is happening right now. Okay, so let's look at the 4-hour time frame. All right, so there we still may see a couple of more push up on the euro dollar. Okay, like that, and drop again, and another high high within this bigger daily correction. Okay, so this is the daily correction. Even I was talking about before that happened, that the daily correction is due on the euro dollar when we had that bigger aggressive sell off. Okay, this daily correction is just happening over there. Okay, so what you should do, how you should trade on it. The question is how you should trade. Okay, so every time when you see that the price is forming another leg like that, okay, within that daily correction, there's going to be a sell opportunity. Okay, so test this previous top or slightly go beyond that previous top. Okay, so sell opportunity back to this previous low. All right, or in best case scenario, your target going to be this low. Okay, this low, I mean 1.1180. all right, this is going to be the target, and eventually we're going to see price gonna break below that previous bottom. Yeah, if it is not going to break, then at least it's gonna test that for your short-term trade to the downside. Okay, so there is no buy opportunity on the euro specifically against the dollar, right? And if you are planning to buy the euro against the dollar, this is going to be a counter trend trade, and risk gonna be over there for buying the euro against the dollar. Okay, so better to stay with the trend, and also keep in your mind that you are selling the euro at the bottom, at the floor. You are not looking for a big aggressive run to the downside. You are just looking for short-term trades. Okay, and keep taking your trades off rather than holding that for longer term to any direction. Okay, so you're not going to see a big run up on the euro dollar for any direction, not for upside, not for downside. So it's going down obviously up to 107, 108, but that's going to be a slow drop, not very aggressive drop. Okay, if we are going to see a aggressive drop, great, we're going to be lucky. Yeah, like that aggressive drop, we're going to be lucky. So I'm anticipating a slow drop all the way, keep dropping lower. So how to trade? If you see that the price is forming another high and breaking this previous top, right, you are looking this to hold or give you a price action. Okay, and these are the trades you are looking, right? So this is not the trade you should chase. Okay, this is not the trade you should chase, that carry risk and less probabilities. You should wait. So I don't have a breakout opportunity right now on the euro dollar. Okay, so good luck. Okay, so dollar chief is also a buy, longer term buy opportunity. All right, so last week we have seen some price action. This is what we are looking on the dollar chief. Reverse for longer term. Okay, some momentum was there, but again we are still in a sideways market on the dollar chief. Okay, we don't have a big run right now on dollar chief. All right, so dollar chief can drop for another leg lower. Okay, back to this previous low before we are going to see anything on it. Okay, it can drop back to that low. If it is going to drop, this is going to be a longer term buy opportunity. All right, so this flat formation or breakout. Okay, breakout aggressively in case if Fed is going to surprise the market, then breakout very aggressively and continue to keep rising. As I said last week, that this pair has a lot of potential for rising for more upside. Okay, dollar yen gone, but dollar chief is still sitting at the bottom. Okay, so what I'm talking about, I have already spoken about this chart. So if I'm gonna pull out the dollar yen, all right, so dollar yen was sitting at the bottom. Okay, reversed. All right, but this chart is still sitting at the bottom. Let me check if I do. Yeah, there is the weekly. Okay, so this chart is still sitting at the bottom, so it has a potential to go much higher. So So dollar yen has taken out the pre-pandemic price. Okay, that was the pre-pandemic price. It has taken out. All right. So euro dollar hasn't taken out. All right. So this still, I mean, there. Okay, that's not the. There is the pre-pandemic. All right. So dollar chief hasn't taken out. All right. So we may see a quick run up on dollar chief at any time. It can run very, very aggressively for upside. Okay, we know that the Fed is going to be hawkish in coming weeks to months. All right, and that can drive the dollar aggressively higher against the chief. Okay, dollar yen has almost done the bullish wave. Hope that makes sense. So every time when price is coming close to the previous lows or giving you a price action, all right, then this is going to be all these areas. Okay, all these areas, then you are looking it to run up aggressively for upside, or at least give you a short-term trade. All right, so Australian dollar. Okay, last week we were talking about that the potential on this chart is over for more downside, and there was a possibility for this to drop for one more leg lower. Okay, we did not see that. We just simply seen, you know, aggressive reversal on the Australian dollar, US dollar, you know, from Monday, and since then it is just rising. So we are having simply reversal on the Australian dollar, US dollar. Again, that's what I was talking about from you know, these lows when price, you know, reached to the daily wave, the targets at these areas. Okay, I don't think so I need to show again Australian dollar US dollar daily chart. Okay, so target is reached, price tagged, you know, 20 October lows at these areas. Now it's setting up for a reversal. Okay, so what to do next week? All right, again, we are having Fed rate decision, trade precautiously. Okay, I'm going to show you trade against that. All right, against the Fed rate decision. Okay, so if Fed is going to surprise the market, which I'm not anticipating right now, I don't think so that they're going to surprise the market and we're going to have a big run on the dollar, okay? Because big run on the dollar has already happened, okay? Australian dollar dropped against the dollar, okay? This big run happened because of the fundamentals which we are having right now. I don't see we are going to have another run to the downside on the Australian dollar against the dollar, okay? Specifically after the Fed. What I see that after the facts, we may see, you know, some sell-off on the dollar, okay? And once dollar gonna complete its daily correction, all right, for next 1 to 2 months, all right, then we're gonna see again strength on the dollar, okay? So the setups for the next week gonna be against the Fed, all right? Going to be the counter trend setups, okay? As long as the way I'm going to show you, as long as price just keep following that, you are staying, you know, to that direction. That's it, all right? And in case if change is going to come, all right, then you gonna change your trade as well, okay? So what you are looking simply, okay, you are looking the next bullish leg. All right, so let me pull out first, you know, Australian dollar chart. Okay, so what I have posted last week on the Australian dollar, a sell opportunity, okay, a short-term sell opportunity on the Australian dollar on a breakout, okay, and in best case scenario, if the breakout keeps dropping lower, then continue to keep dropping lower all the way back to that low. Okay, so we have seen breakout, but we haven't seen, you know, more downside. So this opportunity is not valid anymore. Okay, this opportunity is not valid anymore, so you are not looking that trade anymore. Okay, so what you are looking right now, I'm gonna talk about that in detail. All right, so first of all, let me bring out the old chart. Okay, so this is once we haven't seen, you know, breakout to the downside. Okay, we were expecting it to drop all the way back to that low, all right, yeah, and then give us a buy opportunity. So we haven't seen that drop. Okay, we have seen small drop over there, and then we got the inflation data on dollar, and that was bad, and then broke out. Okay, so the short-term target for upside is just reached. All right, the short-term target on the Australian dollar is just reached. Okay, but it still got the potential to continue to keep pushing more higher up to 41. All right, up to 41 of this previous wave. Right, so hope that makes sense now, and you got the point. Okay, the breakout, when the breakout was happening on the Australian dollar, and the short-term target was reached over there at that top on Friday. Okay, so Australian dollar still got a potential to run for more upside. Okay, so if I'm gonna look at this 2-hour time frame, and the wave you are looking right now is just simply extension of this previous leg. Okay, that's the right. So for next week, all right, so when we're gonna have rate this in, this is the place price shouldn't break. Okay, if it is going to break down this area, this price 71.20, okay, I'm not anticipating that the price gonna break down that. I'm anticipating that the price, right from Monday, Monday morning, we may see, continuation for more upside. Okay, and it can continue to keep pushing more higher. If that's not happening, all right, and price is dropping for another leg lower, okay, then you are looking this to just continue to keep rising for more upside. It shouldn't close below simply these 2-hour moving averages. Okay, so SMA is just simply trying to hold. Once price come close to that SMA, it shouldn't break below. Okay, it shouldn't break below. It should hold that for the next leg higher. Okay, so the short-term target, the charts we have just shown you on 1-hour time frame, those trades are already, that short-term trade is already reached. Okay, if I'm gonna go further down on 15-minute time frame, all right, we already got the aggressive move over there. All right, and once market gonna open, you are looking these continuation formations to just keep breaking for more upside. Okay, these corrections to just to keep breaking and continue to keep rising for one more up leg. Okay, your target gonna be, short-term target is already reached. All right, so your target gonna be that top for next week. All right, that top is slightly far away. Let's just be realistic. All right, I'm anticipating. All right, so what I'm anticipating, let me bring the chart first. All right, this is what this is the daily correction which I'm anticipating. All right, this is what I'm anticipating, the Australian dollar. All right, so also lockdown restrictions are going away in the Australia. That's simply causing the strength on the Australian dollar. All right, because of that we were having a strong aggressive move. Okay, so that's the buy. So the buy is just simply going to be something like that. Okay, and your target gonna be the 41 first. If it is going to run aggressively, I'm anticipating it to run aggressively for the next wave. All right, this next wave. Okay, then you can extend your target for this impulse. All right, this impulse, and then we may see again correction. So we're gonna talk about that later on once we're gonna have that next wave. Okay, I'm anticipating another correction after having that impulse. All right, that's the projection, that's the analysis for the next week. Reversal, next impulse to happen, it's happening right now, and that to just continue to keep rising for more upside. Okay, if I'm gonna bring that chart back again, all right, this is what you are looking for the next week. Continue. 41 is the target of this impulse. Hope that makes sense. Okay, in case if we are going to be wrong, okay, that's not going to happen, which is happening right now, not going to continue, then what you should look for, how Fed is going to communicate with the market. Okay, if they are going to surprise the market, all right, they are going to say that, let's say They are going to wind up their QE program within 1 or 2 months, and then they are going to raise the interest. That's the max what they can say. Okay, winding up QE program within 1 or 2 months and going to raise the rate as much, you know, soon as they can. Okay, that's going to definitely going to disrupt the markets, and I don't think so that they're gonna do that. All right, I don't think so that they're gonna disrupt the market right now. All right, so if, let's say, if that's going to happen, then simple aggressive sharp sell-off you are looking over there on the Australian dollar, and then continue to keep dragging all the way back to that low. I'm not looking this move, okay, but in case if that's going to happen, make sure you are prepared for that too. All right, a sharp aggressive breakout. All right, keep dragging all the way back to that low. I'm not anticipating this move to come out. I'm anticipating that Fed is not going to surprise the market. They're gonna hold on, and we're gonna see one more up leg for the next wave. Hope that makes sense, because most of my charts gonna be on this setup. All right, if you understand the Australian dollar, US dollar, then the rest of the charts gonna be easy for you to understand, and same trades gonna be in, you know, very much similar like that for the next week. All right, now let's move on to the New Zealand dollar. Okay, this is the chart you should follow for next couple of weeks. All right, as long as Australian dollar keeps pushing higher. All right, the trade you should chase is the New Zealand dollar. Okay, if I'm gonna go to the 2-hour time frame on this chart, and I'm gonna, you know, pull out moving averages so that you guys can understand. All right, so breakout is just happening right now. Okay, so from Monday, if this, I hope that it will continue from Monday, Tuesday until Wednesday. All right, it will continue for the next leg. Okay, so if this is going to happen, okay, the next leg keeps pushing more higher, then this is the chart. Let's say if you miss the floor, okay, you are not long on this chart. Last week I have even explained to you in the weekly market outlook, guys, we are expecting correction, okay, back to that, and then drop. All right, and the exception was that in case if price start rising very aggressively from the bottom, then you are looking for a reversal on it. We unfortunately missed the bottom. All right, so we knew that this reversal is going to come. Even I was talking to you in the weekly market outlook, guys, that the daily wave is about to over. All right, the daily wave which we were trading from that top is about to over, and reversal is going to come. But last week, you know, VIX dropped from 35 to 20 within 2 days. Very aggressive drop we have seen on the VIX, and that caused the reversal on the risk on currencies. Okay, that happened. So if you haven't caught that, the question is, if you missed the bottom on the Australian dollar and US dollar, there are many other pairs which you can catch. Okay, there are still sitting at the bottom, and you can trade on them. You still can chase those pairs. So that's the reason I was talking about that Australian dollar, US dollar. Yeah, I'm taking my time to explain that pair to you guys. If this breakout comes, hopefully we're gonna see that. Okay, this breakout, this next leg, hopefully it will keep pushing more higher. So this moves means that this is the opportunity you are watching. Okay, this is the pair you are watching. You know, let's talk about this. Okay, so we are having pullback on this chart too, due. All right, last week there was the possibility for this to drop. Okay, so now we are not looking for that. We are looking this to just rebound like the way Australian dollar is doing right now. Okay, and give us a, you know, similar formation which I have just shown you on the Australian dollar, you know, daily chart. Okay, give us similar kind of formation for longer term. Go back to that trend. Okay, this is the trend line. So if I'm gonna look at the lower time frame, so short-term opportunity is gonna be over there too. Okay, let me bring back the chart, bring back another chart to just let you. It's gonna take some time. You know, we're gonna waste our time. Let's go and move on. Okay, so you got it. Just simply go to your lower time frame. Price shouldn't go beyond these lows. It should stay away below these lows. Okay. even if it goes below, okay, it's not going to change the buy opportunity. Okay, let's say Fed is going to push this pair below that, still push drop going to be slow, and we're going to have a buy opportunity. Okay, I'm not anticipating another leg lower. Okay, last week we were expecting this to give us a short-term buy opportunity. Okay, that buy opportunity almost reached, almost haven't reached. Okay, we can say that. So it's about to test the, haven't, you know, tested the target. Okay, we were expecting price to hold these lows. So the short-term trade is already on its way on Friday. Yeah, this is far away. Let's just focus on this. Okay, or let's go to your 2-hour time frames. Okay, make it more simple for you. All right, so the floor is here. Okay, price shouldn't break below this previous low. All right, and this correction, which is just simply trying to appear over there for the next breakout. All right, like that. So your short-term trade is this. Okay, back to that target. That's the short-term trade. It's a very small trade. All right, and you can get out once you're gonna have that trade. All right, price already made that bottom, so you only can wait for that to come, and then you can, you know, trade on this move. All right, so this trade for short term already reaching. Okay, but what you are looking the next leg. Okay, next leg up to 41. All right, 41. This is going to be the short-term target. All right, so short-term target. So the medium to longer term target going to be a bit more higher. All right, this is going to be the medium term target. Okay, this previous top, this impulse, that's you are looking for target. All right, up to that. So it is not going to go up to that much. I mean, that's far away within a one, you know, day or two. Definitely going to take some time. So be patient. Okay, so some of you guys are explaining that the audio is not clear. Hopefully audio is all right, guys. Just let me know if you are having any problem on your end. Okay, so got it. So the next week trade for short term gonna be this first. You are targeting that move back to this top. All right, and if break the previous top, the next leg extension of this move. Okay, and if the rise is going to be aggressive, okay, then go all the way up to this previous impulse. Yeah, this. So hopefully that makes sense now. So that's what you're looking for the next week. So let's go to the dollar CAD. Just reverse this chart, opposite. Okay, it's not looking, you know, this pair to continue its trend for more upside. Okay, we got a drop on it, aggressive drop was there, and the chart is very much similar like the Australian dollar and the New Zealand dollar. Okay, if I'm gonna pull out my 2-hour moving averages, and this is what you are looking right now. Okay, price to simply break down. Okay, break down, and this is going to be the target. Okay, so break down, and this is going to be the target, this low for short term. All right, and again, if the breakout is going to be aggressive, then extend the target all the way up to 27 of this previous impulse. Okay, so 27 of this 41. Okay, I'm anticipating again correction after hitting the 41, and then, you know, go back to this top again. Okay, that's a longer term, you know, analysis. So the next week trade is this. Okay, so just simply go to that previous low, and in case if, you know, going to be sharp to the downside, then keep dragging more lower. All right, so there is possibility that dollar CAD still can extend that correction all the way back to this previous top. Okay, 100% tracement can happen. So when you are going to short it, okay, make sure you understand that there is a risk for this to break out for another leg higher. Okay, so price to stay below this, stay below those moving averages. Do not go beyond that top next week. All right, and short-term trade obviously going to be back to this low, like New Zealand dollar and US dollar, the way I have just explained that chart. Okay, so short-term target gonna be that. in case if price retrace 100%, okay, this I'm not anticipating, but let's say it is going to do that. Still, you are not looking this to continue to keep pushing more higher. Okay, you are looking this to again drop all the way back to these areas. All right, hope you got it. All right, if not, then I'll try my best to post, you know, setup during the week on this chart. Okay, so this is also setting up for a pullback on daily time frame. All right, and last week we were expecting it to correct. All right, so the move there was a strong bearish trend, and that was just keep pushing lower. All right, and now price is setting up for a breakout. Okay, so pull back to those moving averages. All right, and lower time frame. Yes, this is also going to be the pair to watch, like with New Zealand dollar, US dollar. All right, again, let me pull out. All right, if this pair keeps rising, hopefully it will. All right, then this is going to be the opportunity to catch. Okay, so may take some time. Pound dollar can be slow. Okay, but yes, it's setting up for a buy opportunity. Okay, so in best case scenario, this is what you are looking. Okay, so pull back all the way up to this previous impulse on a 4-hour time frame. Okay, and if the move is going to be really aggressive, then up to that top. All right, so daily correction is just due. So if I'm gonna go to the lower time frame, all right, and it may take some time. Okay, so any correction which is just trying the correction which is just trying to appear over there, you're simply looking for that to break out for more upside, aggressive breakout. Okay, the only event which can create volatility is the Fed. All right, so Fed can create some volatility and can slightly change these setups. All right, so make sure when you are looking for these trades, the trades which I'm showing, all right, make sure your risk is calculated and limited, specifically during the Fed rate decision. Okay, when they are having the press conference at that time. All right, and once that press conference is going to be over, then you are looking this to just reverse. All right, so you can take a risk before the Fed rate decision. All right, but make sure your risk is not going to be high. All right, and once market is clear, everything is over and market is setting up for the move, then you can even increase your risk. Okay, so if I'm gonna go to the lower time frame, okay, so the correction which is just trying to appear over there, okay, this to slightly get bigger, moving average to come, hold, and the next breakout. This pair shouldn't go beyond this previous low as well. All right, so this is your bottom right now. You can say that price to hold this previous low, it shouldn't go beyond this. All right, this price 131.60, yeah, it should stay above that. And every time when you see that the price is coming close to this floor, you are watching price action and price to reverse. Okay, otherwise these corrections and breakout, okay, these corrections to happen and breakout to come. Right, so this is the pound Australian dollar and dollar yen. Okay, so dollar yen is also similar way like last week. Okay, longer term drop on it, and on 4-hour time frame we are still under the 4-hour moving averages which we had last week. Price is struggling to drop. Okay, last week we were talking about this trade. All right, price is still struggling under those moving averages. We are not having the next leg over there. Okay, there is possibility next week that we may see another leg higher on the dollar yen. Okay, dollar yen can push higher for another leg like that before going to drop. Okay, if that happens, then the pairs you are looking to buy going to be the dollar sheaf. All right, the dollar sheaf going to be the pair to buy it, because dollar sheaf is sitting at the bottom and that can be quick. So this is not the trade you should chase then. All right, so once price gonna 100% retracement is possible. Okay, price can retrace back to that previous top before going to drop for the downside. All right, so this is the structure, this is the formation you are looking. Yeah, So still looking price to hold those moving averages. Okay, do not break up for another leg higher. Okay, and break down and continue to keep dragging lower or short term back to this previous low. All right, and if in case if break up, then get bigger and then drop and continue its bearish trend for longer term to the downside. All right, if I'll see setup, okay, this setup still valid. All right, this opportunity is still valid, but make sure you understand that what's changing. All right, so I'm showing you a buy or sell opportunity on the yen pairs. All right, then this pair can push up for another leg higher. I'm going to show you. You haven't shown that yet. All right, I'm going to show you buy opportunity as well. All right, so if I'm gonna look at the euro yen, okay, so euro yen is slightly, euro yen and pound yen, these two pairs, buy opportunities on them we are having. Okay, so they can be slightly slow, or we can say that they can be in a lag. Just a second. Okay, so the wave is over, so, and hopefully you guys have traded on that all the way from the top. So there were plenty of opportunities were happening on that chart. So I have shown that chart a couple of times ago as well. All right, so a couple of time I have shown that chart too. So this trade is over. Okay, now we may see and something like that kind of daily correction over there before we are going to see another drop. Okay, price gonna visit that low again in future. So we are preparing for that. Okay, there you can see preparing for that move to happen. Okay, and price right now still even I have asked you to guys when price was were trying to continue to keep pushing more higher, that this is the bottom and price shouldn't go beyond this low for more downside, and the daily target reached. All right, so it's reached the daily target, and now this whole price section is telling us that price is setting up for a reversal for another leg higher. So how you gonna trade? Okay, first of all, you are not planning a big move for the upside. Okay, the way I'm showing the target we are anticipating for next couple of weeks to month on the euro yen is going to be at least that top 31.50, we can say that. Okay, so you are first of all you are looking these small moves, okay, these trades back to these top, and like that every time, and price come back to the previous low. All right, and if the move is going to be aggressive, then go all the way back to that top. All right, go all the way. There's going to be another correction once we're going to have that next leg there. Okay, and then price can continue to keep rising. So how aggressively price goes higher is the question. If it struggled to push more higher, all right, then maybe price not going to reach to that top and going to fall back again back to that low. All right, so we'll see. That's secondary. So first of all, for the next week, you are simply looking for price to simply stay above. Yeah, if I'm gonna pull out my moving averages, price shouldn't go beyond this previous low. All right, and first of all, you are watching all these lows for price to hold. All these areas are good to watch for the price to hold, right? These areas, and then break out and continue. All right, so if it is not pushing higher, okay, then extend past this previous 100% tracement, and then again short-term target gonna be that, and medium-term target gonna be much higher. Okay, so that's what you are looking, that's what you're watching for the next week. Price is finding its floor over there and setting up for a reversal. Okay, the only exception for that, if it is not going to test the strong breakout, okay, if it comes, then you can chase that. Okay, if it is not coming, then you are not chasing. All right, so let me show you the example. Okay, there was this strong breakout, aggressive breakout on the euro yen. when it was breaking out for upside. Okay, and then price never looked back after having that breakout. So I'm not anticipating that kind of breakout is going to come on the euro yen. Next week, I'm simply expecting that another leg is going to happen. Yeah, if ECB is going to give strength to the euro, then you can, buy that for another leg higher. Okay, so make it more simple. Stay above that 100% retracement. Okay, do not go below this 100% retracement. All right, and do not go below that. Okay, and simply break above those moving averages. All right, aggressively the moving averages are there. All right, just break out and continue for the next leg. Hope that makes sense now, guys, and you understand that. So this buying euro against the yen is slightly risky. So and even for upside, euro can take some time. The other like Aussie, Kiwi, CAD, they can rise very, very aggressively for upside against the yen. But euro and pound, they take some time to rise. So if you are planning to go long on these two pairs, then make sure you keep this thing in your mind. Okay, they can be slow. Others can run, they can go and finish the move, but these two pairs still can sit at the bottom. But later on, they're gonna follow on the others. Okay, same trade gonna be over there on the pound yen. The bigger daily wave is completed. Okay, not looking for any any more downside. All right, so only looking for this to reverse. Okay, and that way. Okay, this is the move. The target gonna be that. All right, so this short-term opportunity is reached. Okay, that short-term opportunity, target reached, and recap was a good wave. All right, and analysis is very much simple like the euro yen. All right, so all yen pairs analysis, if I'm going to be right, then I'm going to be right on all the yen pairs. Okay, if I'm going to be wrong, I'm going to be wrong on all yen pairs. All right, so highly likely we're going to have reversal, okay, because the move is completed. So what you are looking, again, you are looking for reversal, and make sure you understand that risk as well. Okay, so same analysis if I'm going to pull out to our moving averages. Okay, so price to stay above your first move. The first move is this. All right, and price shouldn't go below this low. Okay, so just simply stay above that. Okay, above this impulse, that's your impulse. Okay, correction is just happening. This is the area or the place where you are paying attention for next week buyings. All right, these are the areas where the previous low is just formed. Okay, these are the areas where you are watching price action. And once price gonna break above those moving averages, okay, it will confirm the reversal. All right, okay, this is the next leg. So your short-term target, once you're gonna get into the trade within these areas, this is gonna be the short-term target. Okay, next leg. All right, and in best case scenario, continue to keep rising all the way 41 first. All right, I'm anticipating it to go much higher than the 41. All right, of this previous impulse. Okay, and your medium term, the target you are planning, in best case scenario, we can retrace 618% of this whole move. Okay, the price can retrace up to this, okay, this whole move. So it can retrace up to this previous top, 61% of this previous move. Okay, so, and then again we may see drop from that top, that area. So we'll see once we're gonna have price action for that. Okay, so first of all, as explained, your short-term trades are there on your lower time frame. Make sure you use proper risk-reward ratio, and do not over risk. Okay, these are the areas and the places which you are paying attention. Okay, and short-term trade gonna be back to that top for the next week. All right, so there we can say that this pair more aggressive, all right, than the other yen pairs. Okay, so the target, we can see that almost reached. All right, last week we were talking about that the pullback to come, right, in the weekly market outlook. So I'm trying to find the previous, you know, chart on it. Let me, all right, so let's find that from there. Okay, so Australian, it was on a 2-day. Okay, so we were expecting that to drop. It dropped, okay, but didn't hit exactly the 76, 70, 80. All right, so it just reversed without hitting that previous low. But anyway, the target reached over there. Okay, so these were the targets, if you remember. Okay, those were the targets which I was talking about, price to reach, and in best case scenario was this previous low. So yeah, so the daily wave is reached on this chart. Okay, so what you are looking next week, price to push up for another leg higher. Okay, so we may see, you know, strength on this chart on Monday and Tuesday, before, even before the February decision. Okay, so again, similar analysis. Okay, if I'm gonna, you know, look at these two charts so that you guys can understand that. All right, so price is just about to reach to this top. Okay, and pound yen is still sitting at that floor. Okay, so we may see some potential over there on the pound yen. Again, this is the move you are looking, continuation trade on the Aussie yen week. Okay, so in the video, this video analysis, we were expecting breakout. All right, so we got a breakout, but we didn't see continuation, guys. So this opportunity is not there anymore. Okay, the only exception for this opportunity to appear over there in case if a very strong breakout is going to come. All right, and the Australian dollar US dollar chart I have shown you for that. Okay, so again, 2-hour time frame, price is just reversed from the floor. All right, and the next wave you are looking is, if I'm gonna, you know, draw something like that. Okay, so small move back to that previous low. All right, it can drop during the night, okay, and then break out and continue to keep rising all the way back to that top. All right, this formation, again, price to hold this previous low, do not break below that. Okay, and target gonna be the let me remove this. Okay, we also may see some center rally, okay, and that can drive the yen lower on stock. Center rally may appear on the stock, that can drive the yen lower. Okay, so up to 41. So short-term target gonna be definitely this previous top. Okay, so you're a short-term trader, then you are looking, you know, that target to happen. Okay, and then in best case scenario go all the way up to 41. Okay, so the exception is, again, if something happened in the world, then break down and continue to keep dragging all the way back to that low. All right, so we are not anticipating, you know, bearish move on the Aussie yen anymore. Okay, in case if something happened wrong, okay, something wrong happened, uncertainty, you know, hit the market, then we'll see how it does. Okay, so right now reversal is just happening and you are looking at to just continue. Okay, so same trade, price shouldn't go below this, and the max bottom is this area, and this 2-hour time frame, you know, triangle to just hold. Okay, so I'm showing on 2-hour time frame. The reason is that the correction is just appearing on 2-hour time frame, okay, not on a 1-hour time frame. Okay, so short-term target gonna be this previous low, previous top. Okay, and again 141 first. Okay, go all the way up to, you know, 41 of this previous move. Okay, and in best case scenario, run for more upside, for a bigger correction. Okay, which can go all the way back to that top, right? In best case scenario, this is what you are looking. Okay, go all the way back to that top. First of all, 40, this previous top, then 41. Okay, calculate your risk accordingly. Okay, you can calculate your risk that way, how much you wanna risk. All right, so if I'm gonna go to the lower time frame, all right, so what trade you are looking. So I'm showing short term, medium term, and longer term, three kind of setups I'm showing. Okay, so short term opportunity gonna be there. All right, so short term opportunity you are looking within these areas. Okay, so that's gonna be the target there, where price is already bottomed. Okay, but still another leg lower may appear over there overnight. Okay, when market open tonight for Monday. All right, so short term target gonna be that. All right, and if you are looking for a medium term, then for one. Okay, longer term, go much higher. Right, go all the way back to that. So we're gonna have, yeah, I can, give you another clue. All right, so price to just simply stay once the next, impulsive move appear. Okay, so price to just simply stay. Let's go. Let's look at there. Okay, so price to just simply stay above. All right, above the first moving average, which is which is 21. Okay, so stay above the 21 smooth, simple moving averages. All right, the same gonna be over there. Once price gonna break out very aggressively like that next leg, all right, then simply gonna price will just simply stay above that 21 simple moving average. Okay, CAD yen, same analysis. The setup which I was talking about there in this video, okay, that has almost reached, the target is reached. Okay, so you are not looking this to drop for more downside. Okay, you are looking this to push for another leg higher. Hope that makes sense. Okay, in case if something unusual happen, again we need a sharp breakdown to the downside, and we'll see how that happen, how that changed the market. Okay, so we may see more potential on this chart for next leg as with compared to the Uzi yen. All right, because Uzi yen is more sharp, more strong for more upside. All right, and the short term target gonna be this previous top. Okay, and in best case scenario, up to 41% of the extension of this, leg. Right, or ABC move. All right, so on this chart, what you are simply looking breakout, guys. Okay, I will suggest you to watch for a breakout. If it comes, then you are looking this to continue to keep pushing more higher. Okay, so strong breakout. Okay, so breakout, small correction. Okay, and then short-term target. Okay, and then keep breaking aggressively for upside. That's it. Okay, I'm not showing, I'm just simply showing one bias, one direction. All right, not showing the other possibility. All right, yeah, that can happen, but this is not the trade you should chase for the next week. Just simply break out and continue, even if it is going to drag all the way back to that low. Okay, still gonna be a reversal on it. I'm not anticipating this to continue to keep dragging lower anymore. Same setup. All right, one direction, just simply go higher. All right, this leg. Okay, on to our time frame. All these setups are same. So if you're gonna take all these trades, it's gonna multiply your risk. Okay, all these trades I'm showing same. All right, and if you're gonna take all these trades, it's gonna multiply your risk. So make sure you understand that if all trades goes into against you, then definitely you are going to be in a trouble. So don't do that mistake. All right, don't do that mistake. So it slightly can drag more lower. Okay, so 50% drop can happen of this move. All right, so correction slightly can drag more lower, okay, up to this area. Okay, this is your ABC move, and it can, you know, slightly drag more lower up to 618 of this. All right, up to, yeah, this is the place, or these are the places which you are looking for, and that's next leg over there. All right, so price to just hold these areas, okay, and this, or the max price is this, okay, so hold that, those, you know, lows, and then this is going to be the short-term trade, going to be the same like others. All right, and possible, you know, breakout for more upside, and the target for medium-term target going to be similar impulse like others. Okay, so that impulse all the way up to that high. Hope that makes sense, and hope that no sell, there is no sell opportunity on the SEC anymore at the moment. Okay, there was the sell opportunity from the top when pound yen, Aussie yen, Kiwi yen, CAD yen, all those charts were falling. This was, you know, more sharp as we compare to the other yen pairs, and small, it was just keep forming, you know, small corrections and just keep dropping. Okay, so this is also same, a daily pullback to happen. Okay, go all the way back to that top, okay, that high, and on lower time frame, price is almost bounced off sharply and reversed. VIX dropped from 35 to 20 last week on Friday. Last week, all right, it was sharp. So again, broke out already. Okay, so if I'm gonna make it more simple, breakout is already trying to happen over there on this chart too. Okay, so if I'm gonna use that, all right, this sharp correction, we can say that has happened already. Price to just simply hold those smooth and moving average. All right, stay above that. Okay, and short-term target gonna be that high. Okay, and breakout and continue up to 41. All right, so there is possibility for another small lag to happen. Okay, this small lag to happen. If that comes, all right, this is gonna be a good to give you a buy opportunity. Okay, so 50% retracement can happen. Right, this is the 50% retracement, we can say that, this arrow, right, or yeah, tube lines are also there. So small breakout can happen, okay, like the CAD yen has done. Okay, but still gonna be a ABC move for more upside. Okay, so easy, no complications, no confusions. Okay, no guesswork, just one direction, that's it. All right, so some traders you're gonna see, what they're gonna do, all right, price can go this way, price can go this way, price can go this way, and price can go this way. Yeah, so they're gonna show you all ways, so at the end you're gonna be confused what to do. All right, so you have to be 100% confident before going to get into the market, that which way it is going to go. All right, so you don't need to guess the market that it is going to go this way, or that way, or that way, or this way. Okay, so you can do that on those assets where you are not sure. Okay, what you can do on those assets, if this is going to go that direction, then I'm gonna do this. Okay, if it is not going to go into this direction, then I'm gonna change my strategy and then gonna, you know, trade this way. All right, so most of the traders you're gonna see, they only gonna guess. Okay, when they're gonna look at the market, they're gonna guess market is going this way, that way, or that. At the end, it's gonna be a confusing for you. Okay, you have to be confident that which way it is going to go, and you have to just simply stick to that. That's how you can catch those moves. Okay, if you are going to guess the market, then you are not going to catch those moves. All right, so no need to do guesswork over there, just need to stick. Yeah, so if I'm going to wrong, okay, I'm saying to you, if I'm going to wrong on these charts, all right, what they're gonna do, the max, they're gonna go for another leg lower. Okay, if they're gonna go for another leg, I don't need to do anything on these charts. Okay, if they are going to reverse the way I'm showing, all right, so there are going to be plenty of opportunities. A lot of opportunities going to be over there on these charts. All right. And all these charts going to reverse. So chief yen is slightly a different one like the others. Okay, price to just simply stay within that flat. Okay, so like I have asked you to look for short-term drop last week under the moving averages, similar way again. All right, so as long as, yeah, that was the drop last week. So as long as price stay those moving averages, all right, so every time when price come and test that resistance, we can say that those traders who trade based on resistance, it shouldn't break above that resistance for one more up move. Okay, it should stay below that resistance, all right, and needs to break these previous lows for more downside. Okay, so simple analysis, easy analysis. Like last week, price to just simply stay below 4-hour moving averages. Okay, it's struggling, it is in a flat formation. Price needs to break down that flat formation. Okay, and then we may see another leg higher. So it can happen next week during the Swiss National Bank. A sharp move can happen, aggressive move can happen to the downside, and price again can recover very, very aggressively for upside. Okay, so this is the only pair which is just lagging than the other yen pairs. Okay, on other yen pairs, they are setting up for a next bullish leg. Okay, but this pair hasn't finished its bearish leg yet. Okay, what this pair can do, yeah, it can continue back to that top. All right, so if it is going to do that, we are not trading into that direction. We are only looking for this flat formation to break down. Okay, and every time when price is coming close to this previous top, there are going to be a short to medium term and longer term sell opportunity. Right, so let me pull out the CHF chart. Okay, so this is what you are looking. Every time when price is coming back to the top, you are looking it to just hold that previous resistance and then drop. Okay, that's short-term opportunities back to that previous low. Hope that makes sense now. Okay, and yeah, if it breaking down, great, aggressive drop. Okay, all the way back to that low. All right, so let's move on. CAD chief, very much similar like the other pairs. Okay, but this is not a best pair to watch for the next week. All right, so you are only looking for this to drop next week if the bullish move comes. Okay, if the bullish move comes, it is tradable, but I would suggest you to not buy this pair for upside. Okay, let this to happen and start looking for this to sell. Okay, so breakout 2-hour time frame, pull out moving averages, same opportunity I'm showing there to breakout. All right, short-term target gonna be that. Okay, and in best case scenario, go all the way. So trade this move. Okay, this move, that move. All right, if this happens, you can trade, but I have shown you similar trades on other pairs. Okay, you can either trade on this or those. Okay, so I would suggest you to trade on others rather than looking for this to continue to keep pushing more higher. Yeah, in case if price retrace 100% that previous low, okay, still gonna be a buy opportunity. I'm not anticipating this move to come, but in case if it comes, okay, so still there gonna be a buy opportunity. Okay, so another leg to happen, similar like others. Well, that makes sense. Euro CAD. Okay, so Euro CAD also dropped from the previous top last week. All right, so we were expecting it to continue, go all the way back to that previous this area. So what you are looking next week, just continue. All right, and all right, not a best pair right now at the current price. All right, because the price already bounced out from this previous low. All right, you only can expect it to continue to keep pushing more higher like that after having that correction. Okay, if not, if this correction is not appearing and falling back, all right, then fall back this all the way 100% retracement all the way back to that previous low, and then you are looking for this to continue to keep pushing more higher. All right, so not a best pair right now, already bounced off. We were expecting it to bounce off last week from the previous low after hitting the after dropping. Okay, it is reversing right now. Okay, and already removed losses from this previous top. All right, these losses, It reversed, okay, gained. So not a best pair, all right, okay, and still can visit the low, all right, even can break the previous low. So I'm not expecting it to you know, a different thing next week, all right, and expecting it to just stay this sideways market for a while, all right. So we are having, you know, ECB rate the CN in case if, you know, a strong aggressive move is going to come, and the correction which I have just drawn over there on lower time frame, if that continue very aggressively for upside, then you're gonna be lucky and let this to rise all the way back to this previous top. All right, this previous top 150 gonna be the target then. All right, so slightly risky, we can say that, because Wix is dropping right now, all right, from 35 to 20. So very less likely that this pair, you know, gonna resume its trend aggressively for upside. If so, then lucky, all right. Otherwise, just stay sideways the way it is doing right now. Okay, so pound chief, just, you know, go for our daily correction. Okay, let me remove that. Okay, not a best pair to trade. Okay, I'm simply gonna ignore. Okay, so go and give us a bigger correction. So the trade which I have just shown you on the pound dollar US dollar, that's much better, you know, chasing the buy on this chart. So you can either ignore this, or you can buy the pound yen or the pound dollar. Okay, that's much better, you know, chart rather than, so same trade gonna be here too. So you should, you know, you can trade if you want. Okay, so back to that previous top, or where your daily moving averages. Okay, go back within those moving averages. Right, this daily correction is just simply due over there. All right, so euro pound to drop for another leg lower. Okay, so we had correction last week. This is the only pair which went higher for upside among the euro. All right, because pound was weaker. We had, you know, some COVID restrictions which caused the pound went lower. All right, pound went lower because of the COVID restrictions in the UK. All right, so I'm gonna make it more simple. Let me check the moving averages. Price is still struggling under those moving averages. You are looking this to continue to keep dropping lower for another leg back to that previous bottom. Okay, before, yeah, so longer term we are expecting it to break out. All right, this whole correction, this whole channel to break out for longer term for upside. All right, but right now there is possibility that this pair still can drag lower for another leg all the way back to the previous bottom. All right, so it is already, you know, setting up for that breakout. I mean, trying to break out. Okay, you are looking this to continue or slightly push up for another leg higher, visit that previous top, all right, and then continue to keep dragging lower. That's the structure. Okay, within that structure, another leg possible. Right now, I'm not anticipating this one more leg, but that can happen. All right, so pound, Australian dollar, that's what you are looking. Okay, price to just keep dragging lower. Okay, so short-term target gonna be that, and the 4-1 of the previous impulse. All right, so chart is very much clear. Short-term target gonna be this, and the next leg lower. All right, so pound, same trade, better trade than the pound Australian dollar. Okay, so short-term target gonna be this previous low, and in best case scenario go all the way up to this previous low, right? That previous low, or 4-1 of that previous impulse. Okay, so breakout and continue the bearish trend. Right, so pound CAD to reverse. All right, because this pair remains sideways even if pound goes down. Okay, and you are still looking this to continue to go higher. So last week it went lower very aggressively and then managed to get back So you are simply looking this to hold the trend for upside. All right, so again, same analysis like 2-hour time frame, moving averages, stay above that, okay, and correct back, and then continue. All right, and Euro Oz to break down to go down all the way back to that impulse are going to be that. All right, and keep dragging lower. In best case scenario, 100% retracement of this move. If I'm gonna go to the 2-hour time frame, price is already trying to break out. Okay, in case if it visit that previous top, okay, it's gonna be a good price to watch. All right, this top gonna be a good price to watch. The target gonna be 4-1, or in best case scenario, keep the bearish trend intact. All right, that's the price you are watching. Breakout has already happened, okay, and it can continue to keep falling. So if pullback comes, then you are paying attention on that pullback. Same goes with this chart. Reversal happening, almost completed the bearish wave, and you are looking that daily correction to form the way arrow is showing. All right, or your short-term target gonna be that. Okay, correction is already trying to break out. All right, so let's visit that low during the night. Okay, so visit that previous low and then continue. Possibility exists that the price no gonna visit that previous low and gonna continue, but by getting in at a good price rather than chasing the price at a current level. All right, that's what you are looking. Expanding triangle to continue. Okay, so this is also gonna be a bearish breakdown and continue. Stay below that. These two trades are same, pound New Zealand dollar and euro. All trades, the trades even we are having on the New Zealand dollar, all trades are same, New Zealand dollar to reverse for the next week. That's it. Okay, and the price to stay below that. Short-term target gonna be this low, this short-term target. Okay, and medium to longer to medium-term target gonna be the 4-1. Okay, 41 of this move. Okay, 41 of that move, this area. Okay, and in best case scenario, go all the way back to that low. Right, so it's not going down back to that low in a one go. We may see a couple of other corrections. Okay, but that's what you're looking, this chart. Same, just reverse. All right, and target gonna be that. They are reversing from the bottom, finding its floor. Yes, so we are having, Swiss National Bank rate the scene as well, and they are struggling simply with the stronger Swiss national, franc. They are struggling with the stronger franc. All right, so yeah, so we may see weaknesses on the chief next week. Okay, and you are simply looking risk on move to play out during the next week. Okay, and target gonna be the high. Okay, breakout again, same analysis. Pull out your fib lines. Okay, short-term target gonna be the previous top as the short-term target. Okay, next leg target gonna be that. Okay, in best case scenario, target gonna be much higher, up to that previous 65 area. Okay, so you are looking basically next leg next week. Okay, so this is also reversing from the floor after breaking the previous bottom. Daily move is just simply trying to reverse over there. Daily move is just trying to appear over there. So I'm going to pull out the CAD. All right, so this chart, New Zealand CAD and New Zealand dollar, both are same. Okay, so this is the daily chart and the correction we were expecting on lower time frame to break up, and now it's trying to break up for the next leg. All right, so we may see another correction over there next week for more upside. Yes, if correction comes, then okay. If not, then just keep rising. Okay, let's just pull out 2-hour moving average. So you see that most of the charts are forming setup on 2-hour time frame, so you are just simply following that. Okay, so keep, yeah, if it comes, another leg lower comes, great, that's gonna be great. Okay, another leg comes and continue to keep rising. Okay, if not, then lower time frame. All right, so correction almost completed, and price to just simply stay above. Okay, above this 21 simple moving average. Okay, do not fall below that, and continue to keep rising. Yeah, well, that makes sense. So NZD CAD, same. We got a reversal on this chart too. We were expecting it to. Last week there was a possibility for more downside, but as said, you know, Australian dollar got strength, and yes, so more upside. Okay, first of all, the target gonna be, and this is about to reach. Okay, but you are looking it to continue to keep pushing more higher. All right, so slightly at not so much risky. Okay, but this is the target you are looking for. Australian dollar strong pair right now. All right, so Australian dollar is strong right now. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I have actually spoken. Okay, if you understand that, this is what you are looking right now on the rest of the market. Okay, the setups which I have shown. Okay, so triangle appeared, and next leg is just simply appearing over there. Okay, there you're gonna see. All right, there you're gonna see. Okay, the charts which I have shown you, the trade I have shown you on those chart is already has already happened over there on the Uzi against the CAD. Okay, this is the trade I was talking about. So if I'm gonna pull out, you know, big lines, so we are about to reach the 41 target. Okay, 41 target of this previous impulsive move, that move. Okay, there you see, this is the 41. And the target is about to reach. So this is the move you are looking on the rest of the pair. Hope that makes sense. Okay, so what this pair to do, okay, another pullback to happen. Okay, that can happen soon. Okay, and slightly push up. All right, and pull, and then continue to keep rising for another leg. Okay, so if I'm gonna make it more simple, if you are already in price to, that's what I have, you know, spoken about. Price to stay above those 21 moving average. All right, so all these corrections which you see on other pairs, okay, the pairs which I have shown you for buy, okay, all these corrections to just keep breaking out for upside, right? Some pairs are still within that correction or triangle formation, symmetrical triangle formation. So broken out, all right, so broken out there, next wave. Okay, so the next leg is just appearing over there. Okay, so price highly likely going to stay above that 221 smooth moving average for a couple of, you know, hours, and then again going to drop. Okay, another correction going to appear over there. There's going to be another buy opportunity. Okay, so that buy opportunity, you know, can go, let me check the target for that. Okay, that can extend up to this previous top. Okay, so the opportunity is very much gone on this chart from the bottom. All right, when it was, you know, breaking out aggressively this area. So you only can look for this continuation. So you don't have a lot of potential left on this pair from the current price. Okay, and in case if the strong aggressive move is going to come, and Australian dollar is going to run for a big move for upside, then that correction to just continue to keep rising for more upside. All right, so let's just move on. couple of pairs left, and then we're gonna finish. Okay, so Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar to push for another leg higher and then drop again. So last week we were expecting it to hit the bottom and then reverse. It didn't hit, and it's just pushing higher. Okay, so another leg higher to appear, break the previous top, and then again fall back, and then again give us a longer term buy opportunity. Okay, I'm anticipating this to resume its bullish trend for more upside. Okay, another drop is just due over there. This is not going to continue to keep rising for more upside. Okay, we're gonna see drop on it very soon. Okay, so another leg still can happen. Okay, I even wouldn't suggest you to trade on that. You shouldn't trade on the buy on this leg. Okay, and if you want to sell, wouldn't suggest you to do anything on next week on this pair. Okay, let this pair to drop for another leg like that, flat formation, and then again start looking for buy for longer term. All right, that's the formation. All right, and Euro Chief would suggest you to only wait for the Swiss National Bank, what they're gonna do. Okay, if Swiss National Bank is going to surprise the market, going to devalue their currency during the raid the CN next week, okay, then this to simply break out and go back within the daily moving averages. Okay, slightly go beyond those daily moving averages. There you see. Okay, so strong breakup, strong aggressive breakup needed over there. So we have raid the CN next week on the franc. All right, if breakout come, very aggressive breakout come, then follow, otherwise do not buy this pair. All right, this is very risky to buy without having a strong breakout. Okay, so dollar rand. Okay, dollar rand to keep dropping. Okay, correction can get slightly bigger on daily time frame, like the way I have shown on the DXY. Okay, but the bigger direction is very much clear. You are looking this to just resume its bullish trend and keep rising. All right, so slightly can get bigger. All right, so correction slightly can get bigger, and if that happens, you are still looking for this to keep rising. All right, like that. All right, dollar peso also break up for upside. Okay, longer term direction is very much clear, falling back within the daily moving averages. Okay, and fall back and break out. Okay, slightly push more downside and then break up for upside. All right, fall back, and this is the short term, and longer term target going to be much higher. Okay, dollar Chinese yuan, again same like last week, hasn't changed a lot. Longer term reversal, as said last week, every time and you see that the price is dropping, you know, for another leg lower, you are looking for this to simply bounce off. All right, so this is what you are looking, nothing new on this. All right, so that's it for this week. Hopefully you have figured it out what to do. Simply risk on move you are looking for the next week, specifically after the Fed rate the CN. All right, and charts I have just shown you. All right, is there anything else, guys? Okay, so thank you very much. So again, you know, there are going to be weekly update on the cryptocurrencies and on the stock indices and on the commodities as well during the week. I will update. All right, because it takes a lot of time to finish all those charts within one go, guys. So it will come later on. Thank you. We'll see you back again in another setup, in another weekly market outlook. Until then, bye.